What up everybody, D-Man back, and today is a super special video. Not only has my channel been blowing up lately, but this is my 100th video. I was gonna say episode. I don't really do episodes. I don't do series necessarily, but this is my 100th video. So I figured it's time to do something special. It's time to deliver on a promise. And today we're gonna be doing a breakdown on every Shin Gojira trailer to date. And that way we can get a better grasp on the movie and all that stuff. So I hope you guys enjoy. Now, right off the bat, we are going to be starting out by just watching the video once before we get into the actual breakdown. So let's watch it once. Now, if you don't know what that is a video I uploaded a little while ago where I spliced each scene together in the order that I'm pretty sure it goes in. There is one thing that I would like to take back, and we'll talk about that when we get there, but I'm pretty confident. Now we're going to change the speed. I'm pretty confident that this is mostly the order it goes in, and we're going to break down everything and talk about why. So, starting off with this picture right here, or this image, I've already talked quite a bit on it. I think it's not as bad as most people say it is. Um, I've said I really like it. I've gotten used to this, although I do think that that still is a minor problem. The angle is really the big issue with the scene. This Godzilla doesn't really work front on, as everybody's saying he looks like a bowling pin. Yeah, I think he has that shape. I think it's a funny joke. I've showed a lot of those memes on older videos. So, I'm not really one to judge, but I think honestly it's just because of the angle he's at. So anyways, about this scene, I really like it. It's very, I guess you could say, ominous, just the way he kind of looms over everything. All the people are clearing the area. Like I said, I guarantee in the movie that thing, alright, let's go back a bit. This thing, this nuke sign, or this nuke alarm, will be going off. Everyone will be evacuating. So I really like this. Now we fade. Alright, and a lot of people, or possibly a lot of people, no one commented it to me. I just feel like it's very noticeable. That's what that is. For anyone who is confused, it's a crossfade. The trailer had crossfades in it, and because there was seconds of footage in between the crossfade, I still stuck the crossfades in here. So that was one of them. So right here, here's the Parco guy's foot. I've talked about already how in the actual movie I can promise you guys that this won't be the Parco guy's foot. This will be Godzilla's foot here. The only thing, excuse me, that I think looks kind of bad about this scene is watch the smoke. Kind of looks fake when it flies up. This doesn't look amazing the way the boat flies away. That could be because they had to edit in that foot instead of the original one. So there is reasons for why. Now we cut to this. Alright. This scene is hard for me to explain. I don't know where in the movie this comes in, so I figured we're probably going to get a reaction scene like this around the time Godzilla comes on shore. So I figured why not edit it in here. Also, because of what we can see on the TV, looks like a lot of outdoorsy shots, like in cities. So I figured maybe, I don't know, maybe Godzilla's not to the mainland yet? I don't know. Look, let's go back a sec. That kind of looks like the ocean, just the rocks in the ocean, and then that's shore. So that was kind of my main reasoning on it. Now this was obviously in the same room. This was from the trailer. Alright, here. Now the rest, pretty much the rest, is going to be based off the sky. So we'll watch this. We know for a fact that this scene flows together with this scene from the original trailer. Once again, just a crossfade in the middle of it. So we know that these two scenes flow together. From what you're going to see next, this is what I'm going to have trouble explaining. This, I think, comes later. I think this comes later in the movie. We'll talk about that. But we do know that this one and the next thing that's about to pop up do link together perfectly. Watch these two. Also, I really love the way everyone's running away. And here's something that a lot of people have been talking about. That the children, that this man, these people, they're wearing masks. And a lot of people are saying, oh, is it just because they know Godzilla's radioactive? No, that's actually a thing that people do in Asia. I've seen lots of it in pictures, just lots of people wearing masks for one reason or another. Alright, also, here's something I wanted to talk about. This could be explained due to angle. The angle of this scene and how far back Godzilla is compared to how far back he looks could be completely different, because if you see, the power lines look very tall on Godzilla, so maybe he's growing through the movie, because this Godzilla looks to be about the size of 54, or at least he looks like that in this shot. But like I said, it could just be he's way further back than we know, and it just looks like he's closer up. Either way, he looks small in this scene, but I do think something's going on here. Also, I love that. You guys probably missed it. Look, I'll show you. So watch, as this foot swings forward, I do like that because that is Godzilla moving. Watch the hand, because the hand moves. A lot of people have been saying the hand is just there and it doesn't move at all. I'm here to say that yes, it does. Look, watch right here. It's a very subtle move. This arm swinging, this hand crunches in. Watch. It almost goes into fist. Did you see it? It's very subtle. There, right there. The fingers move. That's something that I don't know how they do it because it's a three-man puppet. So I'm not sure how they do that. Also, here is cool in the movie. That won't be there. We all know that. So here's another thing. Alright, so we jump from here to here. That was a mistake on me. Alright, watch. See, the sky is completely different. This is earlier in the day than the last clip. I just edited it in there because I didn't know at the time. I didn't realize at the time. Also, I love the Godzilla's tail. We see it moving through the fog right there. I love that. Okay, so here, this I can't explain. The sky looking like that, I can't. But look, maybe the smoke goes up into the sky. The buildings here look very, very similar to the buildings that we're about to take a look at here. Very similar. So unless Japan just has very similar architect throughout it, I'm assuming that, I don't know, I'm assuming that this is the same area. So then we get the Parko guy swings in just at the same time. The two line up pretty well, except that that one, so you can see I edited it a bit sloppy because that should be there. But overall, it works. This scene is just longer than that Parko thing. I really do like this too, with how massive the tail looks. And I even like the fleshy part on the end here. I also love the shock. Everybody's in shock. This is clearly before he's destroyed something in the immediate area because none of them are sprinting yet. This dude looks like he's holding a phone or a camera. And everyone's just staring at it. Because you would be amazed at that. Now we get just Godzilla. Looks light movement in the hand. I like the glowing in the hand. I like the way the skin is not full on the arm. And that looks like veins, giving it a more organic look. I also like the charcoal black skin. Here's the maple leaf spines. We can see there are more than 3 rows. Alright, now here. Here, the sun appears to be going down, and we're moving into a city. Tokyo, you can tell because of Tokyo Tower. Here's Tokyo Bay, I'm assuming. So here, we know Godzilla is going to be moving into a city, and I am very confident about the rest of the trailer moving forward. I think that the military will be planning because they don't want Godzilla to get into the city, so everyone's worried. Now we get people, this is what I'm assuming, people evacuating, freaking out because Godzilla's in the horizon, everyone's running away. This was from our original teaser. I'll speed it up a bit just because there's nothing really to talk about from this. Also, the score in the background, although it is the same notes as the Shin Gojira song, I made that on FL Studios, just in case you were curious as to why it sounded different. So yeah, like I said, not much to talk about here. Lots of shaky cam. We know that that won't be overly used in the movie because they promised that. Like this, we see workers who have to stay behind. I'm sure he's terrified because he has to risk his life to evacuate people. So I really do like this panic shot. Also, then I think we're going to cut to like a shelter, lots of people piling up. We get another man in the background here moving them out. Then I think the military will be headed towards the city to gear up and wait for Godzilla's return or arrival, because I think he's on a crash course towards the city. So here we go. Now we get helicopters. We know this is the same city as later, just because we don't know it's the same city, but we know sky-wise, sky color looks the same. Here it looks to be about sundown. Alright, there's some things going on here that I want to talk about. First off, pay attention to this. We'll talk about that later. But everyone's lining up, getting ready to fight Godzilla. There's a river running through here. That is our big sign. If you didn't see, we'll go back here. River running through. bridges, just lots of water here. And then we cut forward. That's not far enough forward. Cut forward, there's a river going through here. Same area as we just looked at in Tokyo. We can tell because of that bridge. Here's a different bridge, but I think the same river is running through. So I do think that that river is something, that's one thing that I paid a lot of attention to when making this. So now I think is going to be our big destruction scene in the movie. Godzilla going straight through Tokyo. I believe this is him destroying Tokyo. I don't know what that is. Just buildings being destroyed. Not much to say about that. Look here, we see a city in the background. Same city as before at least in the helicopter shot. Look there. Look there. So that's what I paid attention to. I think they're all going to be discussing about what to do if these guys fail taking on Godzilla. I'm pretty confident that this all lines up pretty well. I think the trailer had this scene in order at the very least. I love in the trailer how the fires or the shots of the cannons line up with the music. Alright, here we go. This is an awesome shot. So we get the camera panning and we just see Godzilla massive in the distance. Oh, look at that. It hit him right in the head. So then here we go. The helicopter's firing shots at him. He's making his way through the city. Tanks blasting him. I think right here something might be going on. I think this might be out of order. Only because, look, it shoots him. And then Godzilla appears to be in a new position here. So I just wanted to say this shot in the trailer, this is one of my favorite shots of Godzilla. I love the way he looks in this helicopter shot when he's getting fired at. We'll go to it. I think he looks awesome. Also, I like the tail. A lot of people are upset that the tail's moving a lot. The only thing that kind of bothers me is just that it goes over his head is kind of weird, but I'm fine with it. So everyone's shooting at him. Clearly it's not affecting him at all, as we'll see in a couple seconds here, right here. They're blowing up his legs. Don't know why. Maybe they're trying to make him trip, even though I feel like that would cause an earthquake. So we pan up. Ready? Parco ad splices in perfectly. Look, the mouth lines up. Then we pull up. And now the heads line up. Parco's got a big, Parco-Cola guy's got a bit bigger of a head. But look, right here I've talked about a bit. Very important. Takes a breath in. I think he's going to unleash his atomic breath on the entire fleet of tanks. I think that is what we're about to see. So then we just get another crossfade into this. Told you we'd get back to this bridge. I think Godzilla's crossing it now. We see the city in the distance. So I think he's headed on away from it. I don't expect him to stay there, or I don't expect him to stay in the city. I think he's gonna, I don't know where his final destination is gonna be, but he's clearly headed away. Alright, now this is interesting because this comes very early into the trailer. Also, I just noticed that right there looks very similar to Gojira 1954. That looks like it could be a perfect shot of the back of the head. So what I paid attention to here was that we see the river water. Godzilla's about to cross the river. That was my big telling sign of, okay, this is the same location. Sky is clearer here. Now I think we're going to get some destruction shots, some sadness, some somber. There's going to be some downtime, some human scenes, some plotting on how to defeat him. That's what I think's going on here. I love the cleanup crew looking for people, presumably. Then I think we're going to have a meeting of people saying, here's what's going on, we need to do something about it. This is not our main female lead. We'll see why in a second. It could be, but I'm fairly confident that it's not. Just talking to these two. Here we see this man talking to the same man from the previous shot. See, same blue jacket. Background, similar look. Wood there, wood there. I paid attention to a lot of the small details when making this trailer breakdown. Also, here's what I was going to say. Okay, so I totally spaced it. We see Godzilla making his way. I think he's going to make his way across over here. He's going to go over there, and that is where this will come in. I think that all might be back there. I could be wrong. I don't know. That's my secondary theory. I'm going to stick with what I got now in this edit. Alright, so now we also see the same wood. This is the girl. Here's what I don't think is the same girl. Pay attention. This coat doesn't look like a leather coat. This girl is clearly wearing leather. Shouldn't be doing that. Clearly wearing leather. And she's got what looks like fur pads. Hair color's the same, though. But no, I don't think it's the same girl. This guy, he probably is in the same shot. I think it's going to be a big conference scene of all our main characters. There's a window right there, so he could just be standing at a different angle. I'd assume so because these two people are having a conversation. Here's the blue coat guy from earlier. Here we go. Now things are making sense. This girl is probably this girl. Look at the coat. It matches up. That's too far. This girl and this girl. The coat matches up. So we see the same blue jacket guy. He appears to wear that blue jacket in multiple scenes because, as we'll see here in a second, as this guy is done talking, there's more blue coat guys. Here's a girl. I didn't know what room she was in. There's a different wood background there, so it confused me a little bit. Here we go. I don't know what this says. I don't know what his deal is. I'm assuming these are all around the same scene. There's going to be a conference, like a meeting. He is not happy about something. He is definitely not happy about something. He's in the same wood room. Here we get a conference. I love this. This is a very real world touch. Someone doing sign language to translate. Now I don't know why I get the nighttime feel from this scene, but I do. Here we get some more blue coats. I get the nighttime feel from this scene. This appears to be an announcement scene. Everyone's looking at laptops and phones of some sort. Maybe watching the news, seeing what Godzilla's up to. I'm not sure 100%. But now I think it's going to be nighttime in the movie. Everyone will be fleeing a city, a smaller city probably than Tokyo. All running away as Godzilla makes his way through. So there's that trail of smoke in the background. I love this. He stepped on some exploded. Here you can see the tail, just how long it is. It's about 2 times his size, or 1.5 times his size, as I've said. The reason I think he's further away from Tokyo is I think the water is back here. I think the city appears to be a bigger city right here, and he's headed in a different direction from it, so maybe he looped around. I don't know. I don't think he's going to be... I think this is after the Tokyo scene. This is clearly at nighttime. I don't know where in the movie it would go, but it's clearly at nighttime. Just because it's dark. This could be around the end of the movie. This could be one of our ending shots. Maybe he sacrifices himself Serizawa style. I don't know. I can't see him being the Serizawa type just based off appearances, but, looks can be deceiving. So, now on to this, my favorite scene pretty much, or one of my favorite shots of the movie so far. Let's go back and check that out slow. Alright, we're gonna cut away from you, cut back in. Alright, here, importance. Watch very carefully, try and pause it right. Alright, we get a spine here. We can see it glowing red. We get a spine here glowing red. I love it. I love the way the head moves. It moves like a hand puppet. That's the most we see the whole body move in the whole trailer. I don't think the head looks bad here. I do love the fact that there's clearly so much smoke around Godzilla that as he turns his head, his spines disappear into the fog. And then the camera pulls up a bit. We get to see his mouth trembling as he roars. Right here we see he has no tongue. He's pretty mutilated. Pretty messed up Godzilla. I really love that. His eye, don't know where it's looking. I would prefer if it looked down most of the time, just like Gojira. His eyes do appear too small sometimes. I don't know. I'm kind of fine with it. He's not supposed to be pretty. So here we go, the Shin Gojira logo. I like it. It expands. Watch, slowly. It expands. Could probably speed it up a bit. Alright. Here, just in case you were wondering, This is from our way original teaser that these running clips were from. These ones down here. These are from the original teaser. Let's get that off the screen. Yeah, it was red logo. I do like the fact that they switched to black. I think black suits the movie better than red, but red is still good. Let's get that off again. Then we just get to July 29th, 2016. There's no way I am not seeing it. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for the support. This channel has blown up recently. Let's get a cool shot of Godzilla on screen as I talk. There we go. Thank you all so much for watching. This channel has blown up recently. Thank you guys so much. This is pre-recorded. This is my pre-recorded 100th episode. I said it earlier, probably not an episode. My pre-recorded 100th video. So, thank you all for being with me. If you've been here from the start, thank you so much. If you've been here just from the past couple days, still thank you so much. The support is unbelievable to me. It's just amazing, guys. I really do appreciate it. And also, I really do appreciate this design, because look, I love the texture of the arm here. I love it. I love the bumpiness on the leg. This is just really cool. So anyways, thank you guys so much. Like I said, this is pre-recorded, so if I've hit 100 subscribers by this point, may or may not have. I only say that not to be cocky and be like, oh, I definitely got it in these few days, because I have a few pre-recorded episodes or videos that'll be going up before this, but I'm not trying to be like, oh man, I'm definitely gonna get 100, because I could lose subscribers. I mean, for all I know, when this video comes out, I have 22 again. I don't know, but if I hit 100, I promise you guys that 100 sub thank you will be on the way. It'll just have to come after this video, because this is the 100th, and if I post a different video beforehand, that'll just be weird. So anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for the support. I'm D-Man. D-Man out.